Hello, my name's Ryan, and I'm here today to show you how to use the Pure Brake Fluid Exchanger machine to exchange fluid in the brake system. Before we begin, let's take a look at the tools that we're going to need. Wear safety goggles and gloves for eye and hand protection. You will need Pure Brake Fluid Exchanger machine, brake fluid appropriate for the vehicle, appropriate wrench or tool to crack open the bleeder screws. Ensure that the vehicle's transmission is set to park position. Inspect the vehicle for fluid leaks, damaged belts or hoses, mechanical defects, or any unsafe conditions. The Pure Brake Fluid Exchanger machine is designed to supply the fluid at the master cylinder, while simultaneously removing the old contaminated brake fluid from each wheel cylinder. Attach the machine to the vehicle's 12-volt battery by connecting the machine's battery clips to the positive and negative battery terminals in any order. Note: the polarity does not matter. If your machine is the type that requires a code for each service, the screen will request an access code. Enter the code from the fluid bottle. If not, the screen will skip this step. The code is installed using the keypad. The code is located on the fluid bottle. Once the code has been entered, it will allow up to 50 minutes to complete the service. A menu with two options will appear: full instructions or minimum instructions. For the purposes of this video, we will utilize the full instructions. Note: if the master cylinder is empty, do not start the service. Air may have entered the braking system of the vehicle. Follow the manufacturer's recommended bleeding procedure and methods before continuing with the service. Lift the vehicle and perform a visual inspection for leaks. While the vehicle is on the lift, remove the dust caps. Then loosen and retighten the bleeder valves. Following the onboard instructions, choose from the three service modes: Quick Service Mode, Manual Mode, or OEM Service Mode. We will continue this video utilizing Option 2, Manual Service Mode. Note: if you would like to continue with Quick Service Mode or OEM Service Mode, please go back to the main menu and select that option. Lower the vehicle. Attach the extraction tool to the suction hose per the instructions on the screen. The suction hose can be identified by the red sleeve on it. Press the start button and place the tip of the extraction tool into the master cylinder. Squeezing the trigger of the tool begins the removal of the used fluid. Continue this process until the reservoir is nearly empty. Then press stop. It is our recommendation that you leave at least a ½ inch of fluid in the reservoir. Press the next button to continue. Attach the appropriate adapter to the master cylinder. If a custom fit adapter is not available, a universal adapter should be utilized. Hit Next to proceed. The screen will ask that the black hose be attached to an adapter. Attach the master line to the adapter on the master cylinder. Note: when installing reservoir adapters with a tie-down chain, be sure that all wires, sensors, brake lines, and hoses are clear of the chain's loops going around the master cylinder before tightening the adapter into place. The Pure Brake Fluid Exchanger machine will install the brake fluid into the master cylinder. Check for any leaks during this filling. After the machine is done filling the master cylinder, the machine will switch to the leak test. Once the leak test is completed, the system will then allow you to manually activate the service hoses. Select the hose that you'll be working with by pressing either number 1 or 2. Pressing number 1 will turn off and on the vacuum supply to the blue hose. Pressing number 2 will turn off and on the vacuum supply to the white hose. Lift the vehicle and roll the Pure Brake Fluid Exchanger machine under the vehicle from the front. Attach the chosen color adapter to the wheel cylinder to be serviced, and open the bleed screw a quarter turn. Then press the start button to activate the vacuum pump and the supply pump. Once the service has started, inspect the line attached to the wheel cylinder for flow and color of fluid being removed. Fluid should be flowing through the hose at this time. If the fluid is not flowing through the hose, it may be an indication that the bleed screw is blocked. In that case, open the bleed screw no more than a half a turn. Press stop once the service on that wheel cylinder is complete. Close the bleeder screw and then reattach the dust cap. Repeat as needed on the other wheel cylinders. The system will automatically release the pressure from the master cylinder. Remove the hoses from the wheel cylinders. When all 4 wheels are complete, press the next button. Roll the machine out from under the vehicle and lower it. Again, use care to keep the battery and master lines attached. Remove the adapter from the master and press next. If the fluid in the master requires adjustment, either add fluid by pressing the Add button with the extraction tool attached to the black-tipped fill hose, or remove the fluid by pressing Remove button on the extraction tool attached to the red-tipped suction hose. After the fluid level is at the proper level, press the next button. The service is now complete. Wait for machine to finish purging prior to disconnecting battery clips. Remove the battery clamps from the power supply and reinstall the brake fluid reservoir cap. When the service is complete, press the brake pedal to ensure proper operation. Turn on engine and check for leaks. Congratulations, you have just completed your training on the Pure Brake Fluid Exchanger machine. I'm your host Ryan. Thank you very much for watching.